one thing that I see that I definitely would say, don't do this. Like there's so many variations. I would never really say don't do this, but there's a thing about, and Robert, you always share this with me about change. People don't like change. So if you have clients at a certain rate, it's so much harder to raise the rates on them. You could raise the rates like, 5% increase yearly, like in their agreement or something like that. But I find it's really challenging to increase their prices. Or if you lower their prices for a while, like say we start at this rate, it's really hard to raise it back again because people get used to something. And it's much easier if you do want to raise your rates to raise it with new clients rather than changing something or raising rates on current clients, because that could disrupt that kind of safety net that you created for yourself.
Right. Basically, what it comes down to is what the market will bear. So what most people do is they have the same market and they lower price or raise price and have the effect of that happen inside that market. So you raise your price too fast, too much, suddenly you lose 80% of your sales. And you go, what happened? Well, you doubled your fee. Why did you double your fee? Because other doctors do it, but that's not the same market. You're in a different field of medicine, not theirs. Oh my God, right? And then so you got to come with a different way without losing face to make the sales happen. We have a special deal for you because you're our old clients or whatever. Otherwise, they won't come back. Or also, you can lower prices and the new people may consider you like, why is it lower? What are they not telling me? So you may cause suspicion as well. So the way you do it is you have to find the price the market will bear and see which market you're in. Mm-hmm. You can charge different price for different market. You can have McDonald's in Shanghai, McDonald's in Israel, McDonald's in India, and you have different offerings. And that's the opportunity to change the pricing. Also, if you want to raise prices, it might be better for you to come with a new product. Then you can increase price without causing an issue with your existing market. So you can, instead of raising price, what I recommend that you do is you offer them a new product with new features and move them to a new agreement, new product, new service. That way there's no issue and you can get higher profitability without losing the old customer who doesn't want to move. Mm-hmm. Or enter into a new market with a volume pricing or whatever, but then you don't destroy your old market. Mm-hmm. One hair salon person said, if I have 350 people I cut hair for on a monthly basis. If I lower prices, I get more, but I'm not going to lower my existing customers, or existing customers are upset because they're just using it for the new people coming in, new people special. Well, so a lot of times price management causes upset and failure. Mm-hmm. So what you have to look for is, how do you manage your pricing? To which market do you manage the pricing to? So if you do price management, you go and segregate the time or segregate the pricing. If you're a hair cutter and Tuesday is slowest day of all and your main customers never come on Tuesday, well, you can lower it for Tuesday only at a time that your other customers want to come. That way you don't impact the other customers, but you get new customers. When you raise or lower prices, you want to use price management and price segregation based upon time and place and market. Otherwise, it will be detrimental, or your cost goes up. I raise my prices, they want more, and now you got to deliver more, and you cannot deliver, so they leave. So the retention suffers a lot when you don't think things through. So most of the time, improper price management is what causes loss of sales and customer base. So you want to be careful. So the myth is, if I charge the same people more, I make more profit. Only if they stay. And if you give enough discount, then the people come more. That's true, but they will only come when there's discounts. That means you got to permanently lower the discount and do a special. In the United States, there's this large company that sells in malls. They do specials. So as a result, customers are trained to only go to specials. So as a result, there's specials every month and a half to keep the bottom line. Otherwise, they're not going to come. So things like that.
You can watch more video clips on YouTube or listen to the whole episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.